Welcome to this vintage farmhouse antiques and collectors support video. We are going to show you two pieces of very similar but quite different Portuguese Majolica this afternoon. My first piece to show you is this little crescent plate. If I just turn this over, you'll see the china marks on the reverse. This has quite a few china marks, the impress mark of the urn here and the factory transfer stamp here with Portugal and a mould mark P293. This is Bardalo Pinheiro, classic Portuguese Majolica Cabbage Ware. If I just reflect the glaze in here, you'll just get a feeling. Look at the crazing on this glaze, which is very typical of this, where it is very prone to quite coarse glaze crazing like this. And the colour contrast, a deep green, both olive but also quite a pale green. Just compare that to this vase we have here, which is from a different producer. This is a more modern piece, John Buck. The impress marks on the base, again confirming this is Portuguese Majolica, but the glaze colour, a much more cobalty green, rich, dark, much less cream in this. Where the veins are picked out, the glaze has almost been pared away and rubbed off. It's quite coarse, whereas the Bardalo piece here is very smooth and fully glazed. This piece has really been worked and the green removed. You can see where it hasn't been removed from this outer vein on this cabbage leaf, but just the texture on this, the way this has been produced is very different. Glazed interior, large pitcher or water jug, this dating from around the 1970s. Value on the top piece, quite rare, and the size and utility value of this make this retailing currently between £100 and £120, whereas the small crescent cabbage plate, although potentially slightly older, a much more common piece, mass produced, and probably in the value of between £15 and £20 currently full retail. So two different colour glazes, very different look to these two pieces. If I hold this up, it probably does emphasize the colour difference in the glaze far better for you, and just something to be aware when you are looking at Cabbage Ware online, to look for the factory as well as the overall design, as these can be very different in colour, even between different batches, but certainly different factories.